Take 256 and action. Hey everyone, it's Crystal, and today I wanted to go over what I was able to collect over the last month or so. I'm not going to call it March's haul just because I picked up some of these in the very first day of April. Shh, don't tell anybody. But I wanted to go over them with you. I'm super excited for them, and let's see what I got. I got a whole bunch of different things for different reasons, and so I'll just go over them with you. Let me know what you think, okay? So the first book that I picked up was The Maze Runner. Now, this one I picked up because I've seen the movie first, and I have not read the book yet. Actually, I hate to say it and admit it, but I didn't know this was a book until after I had watched the movie. And so I'm really interested to see how the movie shadows over the actual book that I read. Most of the time when there's a book to movie combo, I read the book before I watch the movie. This time it's backwards. So I'm really interested to see how that goes ahead and influences what I see in the book here. And oh shoot, I left the sticker on here. Oh, okay. Well, anyways, I bought it at Half Price Books. Half Price Books, you are able to get really cheap books. I don't know. Anyways, so I'm excited to read The Maze Runner. I know Scorch Trials came out too. I have not seen that movie just because I wanted to read this bad boy first. So I will let you guys know what I think, and we'll go from there. So the next book that I picked up, this is actually my fifth copy of this book. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Fifth copy of this book because I love it so much and it's been with me for so many years, and it's War for the Oaks by Emma Bull. Now, the reason this is my fifth copy is because I keep borrowing it to people and they never return it back. So I love this book so much. This is a local author based in Minnesota like I am. So she goes over places that only Minnesotans know, like First Avenue and running down Nicollet and Witch's Hat Tower. And it's so weird / I love being able to read stories about places that I've been and visited. So it's a really neat book. The main character actually all of a sudden gets the sight and is able to see fairies, and there's a huge fairy war going on. So I'm not going to give away the book. If you want a review, just go ahead and let me know. But I love this book. I'm so happy to have it back in my collection. I'm sure it's going to be borrowed again, and I'm sure I'm not going to get it back because it's such an awesome book. But if you have any questions or want me to review it, let me know because I love this book so much. Anyways, War for the Oaks, awesome. Now, I'm going to admit, the next couple books I picked up strictly based on the cover art. I have no idea what these books are about. The first one that I have is The Darkest Part of the Forest. So, Darkest Part of the Forest, I'm guessing it's on fairy tales, forest-based, probably Brothers Grimm, Germanic-based fairy tales. We all know them, we all love them. This is probably just a retelling, but the cover was really interesting to me because I loved how green and earthy it was, and I love the negative space actually spelling out the title, The Darkest Part of the Forest. So I'm really excited to read it. Good fairy tales are classics for a reason. We love them. I can't wait to read it, and I've never read another book by Holly Black, so this will be my first experience. We'll check it out and see. The next book that I picked up strictly off of cover alone is Ink and Bone, and title-wise, it sounds amazing. Great library down here. I love libraries. I love books. What isn't there to like? And only after I picked it up did I realize that it was written by Rachel Kane. Rachel Kane did the Weather Warden series that I love as well, so I'm really excited to see what kind of world that she creates. I'm guessing based off of librarian books. And the cover is fabulous. You have to admit, being book lovers, isn't this fabulous? Just fabulous, darling. So, I will let you guys know what I think of this bad boy. Okay, now this next book I picked up because I actually met the author, and it's Avalon Within. Now, this is a more spiritual book, and I was at a spiritual conference, met the author, didn't even know she was an author. We had an amazing conversation, and she told me about this book. Of course, I had to pick it up. I support authors, and I support their work, and I want to be there. This is probably considered nonfiction because it is spirituality-based, more self-exploration, but she even went so far as to write me a little thing in here saying that it was like blessings upon me and all that fun stuff. So I'm super excited to read this, and she was a fabulous woman, and now we're Facebook friends. Yay! Anyways, Avalon Within, if you are Celtic mythos oriented in your spirituality, this is probably a way that you're going to want to read. Know what it's about. I've seen other people on BookTube and on Goodreads and on Instagram and on Books Amino writing about it, or seeing it in their shelf in the background, and it's The Selection. Now, gorgeous cover. Off of the top of my head, I'm assuming this has to do with high fashion or royalty or upper class something, because this dress is gorgeous, and all the other books have similar types of covers, so I'm assuming it's elite focused books. I did get this in the young adult section, so I know it's going to be a younger based book. The only thing that it says is there's a fierce competition for, a prince. So obviously there's going to be some royalty in there, and it is upper class. It looks fabulous. I can't wait to read it, and it's The Selection. Had a copy and everybody was raving about it, is The Red Queen. Now, I know this is a book that's based on dualities. You have the red bloods and the silver elites, and that's about all I know. I'm guessing it's a fantasy book. Again, I picked it up in the young adult section, but everybody's raving about it, and I don't like reading about reviews and stuff because they give away spoilers or they give away more of the plot than I want, and I like going into a book completely fresh. So I picked it up. I haven't done a lot of research on it, but the cover is gorgeous in and of itself because it's compelling. I mean, blood dripping down off of a crown. I mean, how can't you love that? I mean, how can you not love that? But anyways, Red Queen, I'm looking forward to reading it, and I give a lot of thumbs up, it looks like, so I'm excited. I'm super excited for it. Yeah. This next book that I picked up is Clockwork Angel. Now, Cassandra Clare, I have read the Mortal Instruments series, or at least I got most of the way through book 3, and I got so tired of the I love you, but I can't love you. You're my sister, you're my brother. I'm gonna be a dick to you so you don't like me sort of relationship that was going on there. I couldn't do it anymore. I couldn't do it anymore. People are telling me after book 3 it does get better, but I had to take a little break. And people were also telling me that this is a fabulous book to pick up. They're saying it's more steampunk based, which I love me a good steampunk book. So we'll see how it is. It's kind of associated with the Mortal Instruments, I hear, but you don't have to read 1 to get into this guy. So it says that it's the prequel to the Mortal Instruments series. And I'm hoping it's just as good as everybody is telling me, so I will see how that goes for me. I picked up Scarlett. This is the second book in the Lunar Chronicles. It goes right after Cinder, which is their Cinderella-based fantasy, and I'm assuming off of the, oh look, stickers on there too. Again, half-price books. I love it. Anyways, Scarlett, I'm guessing it's based off of Red Riding Hood, so we'll see how prevalent that Red Riding Hood story is in the lunar world that they've created. Now, with Cinder, it wasn't as heavy relying on the old fairy tale, so I'm assuming Scarlett's not going to be as heavy on the Red Riding Hood story. but who knows? We'll see. And I loved Cinder. I can't wait to check out Scarlett, so we'll see how that goes. We'll see. We'll see. We'll see. We'll see. I have to go over with you is Magnus Chase. It's by Rick Riordan, and I read The Lightning Thief. I actually have the Lightning Thief review up on my YouTube channel. I'll go ahead and post a little link right there, side note, if you want to check it out. But this one I hear is based off of Norse mythology instead of the Greek mythology. And here again, because I love comparative religions and I love studying different mythos. I'm looking forward to reading it. Now, this is my guy's book. He got it as a present, so obviously he's reading it first. But after that, I'll go ahead and I'll snatch this bad boy up and see how it is. And he's telling me that it's a great book. He's been enjoying it, so I can't wait to read it. I'd love to get to know the Norse a little bit more. I don't know him that well. So, yeah, little introduction for me as well. Anyways. For this chunk, I am super excited. I don't know which book I'm going to read first, to be completely honest. They all interest me in different ways and different fashions. I'm hoping to get through a chunk of them this month. My TBR list obviously is humongous, but I don't even know where I'm going to start. But if you have any reviews or recommendations, or if there is a book in the pile that you want me to read first, that way I can give you a review, let me know in the comments section. That way I can get on top of that. As always, subscribe to my channel, please like my videos and comment below. I love talking to people about books. I love it. I love it. Oh, and did you guys notice my sweater? It's my little Harry Potter sort of homage. My guy got this for me, and on the back it says all the books, which is awesome. But anyways, follow me on Facebook, Snapchat, Instagram, Twitter. I'm on Goodreads. I'm on Books Amino. I've been loving Books Amino. And let me know what you think. As always, I'll see you later. Bye, guys. Let's talk about books, baby. Let's talk about what we read. Let's talk about all the good things and the bad things that we see. Let's talk about books. Let's talk about books. Let's talk about books. Let's talk about books. Uh-huh. Oh, lordy, lordy, lordy. I am a nerd.